So, guys, David was seen wearing this customized shirt with "Until Death Do Us Part" with the image of a lady, and somebody in the comment section said the lady is Chioma. So while we observe the image on David's shirt, let's take a look at this video Cubana Chief Priest posted. And guys, as you're listening and watching, pay attention to David's t-shirt and find out if truly the picture right there is Chioma. Cubana Chief Priest captioned this: "It feels super sweet having African biggest artist Davido as my best friend. I am not lucky, I am blessed. Money day, see as our bombardier long." I think that's David's father's jet he's referring to. Okay, guys, now talking about David, guys, let me deviate a bit. I learned there have been issues in Osun State for some time. Fights. I don't know if it's communal clashes because, guys, to be very honest, I have mentally checked out of Nigeria. Let me not lie. Like, I hardly pay attention to what's happening in the political space because, I just, after Pablo hijacked the position, I made very conscious effort not to be invested in whatever is happening in the political space. But I've been seeing pockets of tweets about the drama happening, and guys, this is very worrisome because one day this man go declare a state of emergency, because I don't trust that man. Well, back to David and his gist. So I'd like to know your thoughts. I know you have seen the image on David's shirt closely. I'd like to know, do you think the person on his shirt is Chioma?
We'll post it later. See the date.
So I mentioned that David had lost a lot of weight and I was kind of worried about what was wrong with him, and you guys made me scared. Somebody said, hope he has not started doing drugs. My God, like, to think that I didn't even think in that direction. But guys, what could be the reason for David's loss of weight? Because I know David is somebody that eats. Like, Davido can eat, like, he's a big eater. He eats food very well. So I'm just thinking, or maybe he was sick, because sometimes you never can tell what people are passing through. I feel like he was sick, but I'm definitely sure he doesn't do drugs. Nah, David wouldn't do that to himself at all. So I'd like to know, guys, what are your expectations from Davido's upcoming album? Like, what are you expecting? On a scale of 1 to 10, like, how well do you think the album will do? For me, I think the album will do exceptionally well because, David, like, already, I love Still, I love Fonts, I love Awuke. So far, for going by some of the releases from his album 5, I feel like by the time he releases everything, my goodness, it is going to be perfect. And hey guys, since we are talking of Davido here, let's do small gossip. Have you guys been watching Real Housewives of Lagos? The one our former wife is part of, Sophia. The first episode she appeared in, she told us, she was dating this really rich man. The man is so rich, very rich, very, very rich. He is much older. He's, what else did she say? He's not Nigerian. But my people, since this program started, I've not even heard, her man, like how they've talked about the other's man, the Adam's man. But nobody has mentioned Sophia's man anywhere. So me, I'm wondering, guys, did she just say it? Because even some of the things she has been doing on this show, He's looking like this kind, make it not be like say me self I know how to. That's what I think, because she has been doing lots of things that I'll be like rolling my eyes back, because I don't even understand again. But then never say never. But I honestly don't think she's dating anybody. And we all know that the issue of the boat she claimed was her own. A blogger dug deep and realized, guys, you won't believe it, she actually hired the boat. Because initially when she was saying it's her boat, looks like the man's wife found out and was really upset, like, why is her husband giving this girl a boat, blah blah blah. The man had to show his wife receipts from that, what that blogger said, of the boat, the moment this our former wife hired the boat. I was like, this girl, in this life, you don't compete where you don't compare. For me, person will pass you. You know the person I'm referring to in this context. I feel like when somebody is way above your grade, there's no point trying to like force or trying to, do things to prove that you're that girl when you're clearly not. I don't know, for me it will never make sense to me when people try so hard to compete with people who are obviously way above them. Number one, this boy's father is super rich, a billionaire in different currencies. The guy himself makes good money. If David goes broke today, God forbid, David can just release a track on YouTube and do people will stream and he will get his money. David is like a tree planted by the riverside. He can never be broke by God's grace as long as he's healthy and alive. If not for anything, even his goodwill. The guy has helped so many people that I believe if this guy goes broke today, people will come up and say, what can we do to make you who you used to be? You understand that kind of thing? So I feel like comparison is a thief of joy, or trying to compete with somebody you know that is obviously way above you. Let me give you guys small gist. You see, I used to have this cousin, my father's brother's children. Guys, these people, they used to be so jealous of us. Sometimes when I see David and his cousins, I'm like, God, how did they do this thing? David is so lucky. They are not jealous of him. Look at Folashade, that her brother is a singer, Be Red. She works with David. Like, those girls don't even care. David is cool with everybody. Even Be Red himself is okay with David. I don't know if it has to do with money. To be very honest, if I ever had the opportunity to interview David, I think that's one of the things I will ask him, because I just love the bond between David and his cousins. But to be very honest, I cannot relate. This my father's brother's children are so jealous of us. God, it scares me so much. The house they were living in at the time in the village, my dad built it and they were staying there. But these people will brag. They will, like, even then sometimes my dad will be like, give my brother's children clothes, and will give them really beautiful clothes. And before we know it, they'll just use it for rag, hang it outside. They'll keep it under the bed. Like, whatever we gave to them, they never wore them out. Like, they just felt, who are people to give us clothes? So that jealousy, that's as it is today. I think I just have one person, out of 4 kids that my uncle has, I have just one person's number. And that one, she grew up with us because my uncle divorced his wife really early, and his first daughter was about 3 or 4. And so she practically grew up with us. She stayed with us for like 15 to 20 years. So she's just like a part of the family. But even though sometimes that's called they come home, but she's the best among her siblings. The rest, guys, I avoid them. As it is today, I don't have their numbers. When we meet in the village or at family functions, we laugh and we gist. But you see me, I have always acknowledged people who are superior to me, and I don't compete with them. I do my thing on my own. Why am I telling this story? Because of our wife. I have a boat. I own a boat. I have a boat. I own a boat. Almost foul. Even the Ghana trip, they embarked on private jet to go, commercial to return. So at the end of the day, the girl is just, I feel like when you try so hard to compete, you overstretch yourself, and at the end of the day, you go show. Especially when you don't have like a steady source of income. So, my dear, comparison is a thief of joy. People should learn to live within their means. I believe that the person can make money someday and become really wealthy and have just enough money to, enjoy those things they probably grew up admiring or something. But there's really no need whatsoever to compete with somebody whose father is very rich, who is from a prestigious rich home. Like, omo, you go just colo, you go enter markets, like you go craze join. So guys, I beg, the main reason for this vlog, guys, of course, tell me, do you think the person in the photograph or the photograph on David's shirt is Chioma? Yes, till that was part is more like a marital vow, but then the photograph, I've been trying to, like, tell me, what are your thoughts?